Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for your month, so just take what resonates. But as well, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you. They're pushing me to remind you or to inform you they are always accurate. But anyways, let's get started. The overall message I channeled for you. I have Taurus in my Mars if you're new to the channel or if you weren't aware, which definitely speaks upon your career section of your life, your path. But so the overall message, fantastic fortune, a chance to shine and succeed. Fantastic fortune, a chance to shine and succeed. They're saying even if you slip up occasionally. Beautiful. Let's begin by pulling a few messages from the Soul's Journey deck. And then we'll further speak upon your month with the Light Seers Tarot deck. We have denial and success here at the split deck. I don't know why I saw this as the change card. You may be in denial of a change that needs to take place moving forward. It may feel like certain other people are a bit in denial of how much you're meant to succeed. But I feel like it's a month where you're pushed to step into the spotlight at certain points and to retract when it doesn't feel right or intuitively comfortable for oneself. To succeed in your own individual way and to march to the beat of your own drum. To see oneself strive for new, for better, for different, and to keep your goals in mind all the meanwhile, as others don't fully have that vision of where you're heading. But other people, I feel like even on an online platform or within your job, could be people who have known you for a while, however it works for you, have very high expectations for you, okay? Being viewed as a very talented, very skilled kind of individual with a beautiful, healthy amount of confidence throughout the month as they show somebody strutting down the street. And I can't help but now remember when I was getting ready into your energy, cleansing my energy, before all of which they said, wow, so very vibrant this month, very vibrant this month. I feel like you go from the month of April into the month of May and you regain a level of patience that you so need. Don't let it slip away. Okay, beautiful. This feels right. Your peace is admirable, as I feel like you do fear not meeting a goal in the future. You fear a lack of finances for one reason or another for a lot of you. It could have more to do with your career path. But I feel as if you need to be honest with oneself as you're truly pushed to be honest with others. Don't compare your path to others. That's coming through as well. Is that part of the explanation? Yeah, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You've definitely dealt with a lot, your own plate worth, or several plates worth of challenges, obstacles. I don't know why it was put on a plate. They're saying put on a platter. But either way, you're just pushed to be honest with oneself and utilize your experience, your wisdom, and your skill sets, that talent within, to change the world for the better. Wow. They're saying if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be a Taurus. So again, pushing oneself to keep that balance, and that patience as you recognize and remember that everything happens in divine order. If we look at this explanation, everything happens in divine timing, period. You'll get to where you need to when you need to. Very passionate about your work this month and the previous months, but in a more patient way. Very passionate about every conversation you wrap yourself up with. As my voice got a little bit higher, push to, even when you don't feel like making eye contact, as I was just staring at the table, to get your voice out there, to speak louder when need be, to recognize that you have what it takes to make a difference. That is a huge vibe about your reading. Being pushed to recognize that you have one of the most unique and vibrant imaginations out there. Your spiritual presence, connection, definitely could play into that, to say the least. I know it does for me. Being pushed to embrace, and nourish the creative aspects of your mind. Even when you struggle and slip up at certain points in the month, you're very likable, very easy to communicate with, or just I'm getting a kind of a Libran vibe about you as well, where you want people to get along, you want balance, you want to see things work out in a smooth manner. But having that feisty side about you that felt more relevant in the previous month or just recently. But it's just like, don't test me. I have a lot going on. I am very balanced and grounded as a Taurus, but I just want you to understand that I'm not putting up with BS moving forward. I've been through a lot. You're giving off that vibe, even if you're not saying it per se. Your energy speaks for itself. Wow. And the look in your eyes, your mannerisms, the way you're trying to hold oneself back from reacting at times, okay? Back to this, they're pushing you to imagine, to manifest, to expect the best. There's a big change on the horizon, a move of residence or a new job. It could be both. A lot of switch ups that you desire, a lot of success you desire with your business, project, hobby, or job. You need to manifest it by imagining the best, expecting the best, and putting in that damn hard work that we know you're not shy of, and therefore seeing it transform before your very eyes in your external reality. You're going to be a bit showy, but very likable. Okay, so don't be surprised when that takes place. Anyways, you will have the innate ability to laugh at oneself as well, which creates a very likable way about you once again. Service for the third one. I feel good when I can help others. It's they're saying a week, but so one specific week in the month, which will be different for all of you, but more so the whole month. If you, on another level, throughout the whole month, being pushed to recognize that you have a special way of helping others through your work, or it could be more so through donating for some of you, or planning to donate in the near future. Feeling good when you help others, and this comes up in Taurus readings from time to time. I'm not surprised. And we started off by speaking upon changing the world, making a difference, and utilizing what you do for work or what you aspire to implement moving forward, or to just work towards in a lot of ways to help other people. People listening to what you have to say. So they're saying tread carefully, but don't be afraid to be honest. You have a special way of communicating the truth and your truth, while people still feeling as if it is helpful and being able to absorb it in the best light possible. Does that make sense? If you break it down, your job does help in one way, shape, or form if you're doubting that you're assisting people in one way, shape, or form. Okay, let's keep moving. And here we go. I just split the deck randomly to the change card. You're gonna see yourself as well thinking about certain relationships, certain connections throughout the month, whether it's at work, certain friends, thinking about potentially having to leave people behind moving forward. They're saying I would watch the Leo reading. Your readings do connect from time to time. Let's continue and pull some tarot for Taurus. Flopping out of the deck, the Page of Wands. Why you're feeling anxious at times. I feel like as well, more so, this is speaking upon needing to imagine, to manifest a passion, a fresh start you truly desire, being pushed to throw an old version of you up in the air and say, I've changed, I've grown, let me communicate and help you embrace, to help you, mentor you to an extent, so you can embrace who you're becoming, a better life for oneself, not wanting people to settle by, and therefore exuding the energy. This is why I don't settle. Are you seeing where I'm coming from now? I feel like you are getting through to people, helping people once again, thinking about your happiness and completion, and how all of which wraps up together, being pushed to take a leap of faith, to fall back into things, to enjoy oneself along the way, to go with the flow. You're good at that, right? Even though you are very analytical all the meanwhile. Being pushed to understand, you'll remember certain times in the past, whether it's through a living situation, right, at random moments, through certain walks, experiences, adventures, or at work when you are running your business, or just at your job. It could be both. You find yourself remembering past happy times. And then I feel like you're going to have a moment where you're like, yeah, that was happy then, but I don't think that would make me fully content now. Or jumping through fields, if you look at this imagery. You're recognizing how much you've changed and grown over time, and what you truly desire, drift to an extent, as I see the Page of Cups. where you want to be, what you want to achieve moving forward. So it got very calm and serious. And you will find that come over you in this moment, or these several moments. I feel like some of you are thinking back to past jobs, to say the least, past disappointments within investments or even career choices. Death and rebirth, not surprised. Your business could be going through a death and rebirth. Your career choice, whether it's a company you work for or not, is going through somewhat of a change. You individually, at the very least, are going through a change within on a soul level, and it exuding a level of confidence about you. Your energy seeming unrecognizable to certain people around you, especially if you're catching up with old friends or working with people you used to, or people seeing your content online, however it works out for you. People are seeing you as somebody who is motivated, has a golden touch, has that golden voice, who trips up occasionally, but owns it, right? Laughs at oneself, or just pushes you to recognize you don't need to be perfect. At times needs to remind oneself behind closed doors, perfection is unattainable, all right? Some of you might be shocked to hear that that may happen for oneself, but I do see you striving for things to be accurate, to be on point, in however that would work for you. It's going to vary from Taurus to Taurus. But I truly feel like there's a golden way about you this month, about your experiences, about your communicating, once again, about your success, even your finances. The money is rolling in, Taurus, and that is something to be so damn proud of. Your hard work paying off, your patience with something you've been trying to grow and develop, get off the ground, that's paying off. Customers, clientele flowing in, and you need to own that that is something you can handle and that you've manifested for oneself. Damn, I just got goosebumps over my entire body. It's something that you may experience being very spiritually connected throughout the month. A bold presence about you. When you're overly serious, it still communicates a level of confidence and could even still heal people if you find you have that healing energy, as I know I do. Feeling as if 2, if not 3 people, for some of you 4, will come in handy when it comes to your career. Either networking, or it could be more so, they may network for you, get your voice out there. Allow for them to just spread the word, okay? Get your name out there in one way, shape, or form, or you could find that they just have a new opportunity for you in one way, shape, or form. I'm hearing people are going to be proud of you. People are going to be proud of you, as I got kind of emotional and a bit sincere. Anyways, the King of Pentacles coming out. Sit back on your throne, my friend. It doesn't have to be an overly worked kind of month, even though you have a lot going on. Presenting your work in a very chill manner, and people just being like, well, damn, you said that, or produced that, created that very easily. And I'm still so impressed. Teaching them about their own process, teaching people how to get it done, showing people how it's done. I just feel like you're also thinking about your money in a very peaceful manner, knowing in the upcoming months, yeah, there's a change on the horizon. I feel like a handful of months out, right? The timeline could vary for you individually, but you're not stressing over it. Someone else wants you to stress over it, or you just feel as if certain people would expect you to be overwhelmed. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot on your plate. Keep marching to the beat of your own Taurus drum. Keep that passion alive in the midst of getting your voice out there. That honesty once again. But didn't I mention the Page of Cups before? Drifting to other worlds, drifting to where you don't want to move as far as your residence, or where you want to move in general. It could be a new career choice. Imagining stardom, fame, if that pertains to you, and the immense amount of money that you desire. The fame, the fortune, you're achieving a level of fortune throughout the month that just makes you feel at ease, a level of comfort, helps you kind of release that tension in your shoulders, or just gives you that chance to take a deep breath and remind oneself, the universe is reminding you in a sense, it's all going to work out. You're meant for success, period. Being pushed to think about in the midst of drifting to different worlds, where you wish to be, what you want to achieve. What needs to be released in the midst of all of which? Do we need to cut back on some spending in order to make the best out of the money that is flowing in, the fortune you're acquiring? Do we need to release a job? Is there a living situation that you know is moving forward, not going to work for you? You may feel as if certain situations have endpoints anyways. Preparing for the best, if you will. Your energy is going to push certain people to want to reconnect with you. I'm hearing when pigs fly. Okay, that comes through occasionally. Certain people from your past, you need to put up boundaries or just simply say no. Okay, out of respect for what you have ahead for oneself. Let's keep pulling. Yeah, you have a lot going on, to say the least. Getting justice throughout the month in the midst of a restricting situation, needing to adjust one's perspective potentially when it comes to the past, so you can make the best out of what lies ahead. Being put on stage at certain points, being pushed to take a damn bow, Taurus. You've got it going on. Your work is impressive. Your money's flowing in because of it all. And you just have new opportunities on the horizon that will light up your worlds and push you towards more success. Remembering and even reminding other people, completion is a must. Embrace it, right? Change is the name of the game, as your mind is on fire at certain points, but it benefits you. Just slow your roll at certain moments when you feel there's a potential to overwork oneself, or you just feel depleted, okay? They are saying a bit empty inside for one reason or another, but a big change on the horizon could definitely help you out with that, all right? A calm one is what they're saying. Learning more about what you want to run away from or where you want to go. Learning about how there's a lot of travel in your future as well. Beautiful. Feeling as if the wheel is just churning for you. Feeling you need to hold these up together. Take a deep breath as you're going through a balancing act, as you feel like you can't sort of fall off this wheel if you look at that imagery. Getting ready to roll the dice, the die, and take a gamble, take a risk, right? Feeling as if, yeah, I'm grounded. Yeah, I like stability. Yeah, at times I do take the safe route. But I do feel as if moving forward, when the time is right for you, when your intuition says go for it, Taurus, you're going to take a leap of faith, and it's going to surprise a lot of people, and it's going to make your life 10 times better in a multitude of ways. And things will be produced and succeeded at a lot easier, right? You're feeling quite secretive in the midst of trying to balance things out. Have patience with a new progression, with growing a business, working through a job, or just getting to a new move of residence. However it works for you, it could just be a different type of investment. You have a lot going on in your head, and you will achieve everything you sought out to, right? You are striving to accomplish, but you need to recognize that everything again happens when it's meant to. Don't tell anybody, all right? If anybody, you could tell a few people, I feel, if you trust your intuition and trust them enough, but out of not overcomplicating things, it feels like certain people could even push you to question oneself, or to not go for what you are meant to along your path. In a secretive manner, once again, get ready to spread your wings and fly towards what you deserve, and make sure to watch your money and spend only what you need to, out of preparation, out of respect for what you want to invest in, or just to feel a level of comfort moving forward, as I feel like you are just one passionate individual that's making a difference and impact, and people just feeling the effects of, oh, this came out in Leo's, the effects of your power, the effects of your colorful, vibrant way of being, your confidence, if you will, but not forcing it all the meanwhile. At times you don't know how to stop speaking, but it's all good stuff, okay? It's once again because you have a racing, powerful, creative, analytical mind, but you're so passionately reaching for your independence, and it lighting up the room or other people's worlds, right? Showing people how it's done all the meanwhile. As I'm drawn back, it's a month where there's fantastic fortune flowing in, left and right, for the majority of you from different sources, and feeling as if you just have a chance to shine from moment to moment throughout the month and succeed on a multitude of levels. Amazing. Let's pull from the Small Making Magic deck. I just saw the Sun card, talking about your energy and fame and fortune. Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success, as well as your job, I feel the need to say. Safe and happy travel. Did I not mention that there's travel in your future? You could even find it's a month where you're planning to, or going on a trip to invest in something new, or to change your life for the better. Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. You're improving in that category. Your tree of wisdom is growing by the day as you utilize it to your advantage and to help other people. They're saying once again to change the world. Insight opens the third eye to strengthen your intuition. That's definitely coming handy in handy in more than one way, okay? as you're pushed to embrace all aspects of oneself. You could have a special event throughout the month or planning for one in the future that's going to help you in one way, shape, or form, and help others. Balancing male and feminine energies, female energies, peace and harmony. 3 rays of light. The number 3 being relevant, spirituality, and success. Let's pull one more. Okay, triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life lessons. Love charm. You're attracting love all the meanwhile. I'm going to keep pulling. Bear with me. Okay. Nope. And on the last and final note, remember I saw this one, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Keep floating through your obligations and doing it in a successful manner, as this is one amazing month for you, Taurus, and even better ones moving forward. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Taurus.